Have you ever looked at a player's stat line and wondered if they are truly making the most of every opportunity on the field? It is often hard to tell from just catches or total yards alone. In fantasy football, yards per target is a crucial metric that quantifies how many receiving yards a player gains for each pass thrown their way. It gives you a clear picture of a receiver or tight end's efficiency. The why behind yards per target is simple yet powerful. It directly measures how effective a player is when the ball comes to them. A high yards per target indicates that a player is not just getting targets, but converting them into significant yardage, perhaps through big plays, running after the catch, or being targeted deep downfield. This efficiency is vital because targets are a finite resource in an offense, and you want players who maximize each one. Factors like quarterback accuracy, route tree, and defensive coverage can also influence this number, but at its core, it speaks to the player's ability to create big plays. To use this metric in your fantasy analysis, first look at players with a significant number of targets, say at least 40 or 50, to ensure the sample size is reliable. Then, compare their yards per target to other players in similar roles. A wide receiver with an 8.5 to 9.0 yards per target or higher is generally performing at an elite level for efficiency. For running backs who catch passes, a yards per target around 7.0 or higher is often excellent, showing they are not just dump-off targets. It helps you identify efficient players who might be undervalued if their total target volume is lower, but their production per target is very high. This metric is especially valuable when evaluating players who may not get a huge volume of targets but consistently make big plays when the ball is thrown their way. These are the receivers who can turn one or two catches into game-changing yardage, often making them more valuable than a player who gets 10 targets but only gains 5 yards per target. Understanding yards per target helps you spot talent that might be hidden by overall team strategy or low volume. Ultimately, by integrating yards per target into your analysis, you gain a deeper understanding of player efficiency and true receiving ability. This metric helps you identify valuable assets who turn every target into meaningful production, giving your fantasy team an edge by selecting players who make the most of every opportunity.